So today, as promised, the BT2 is going to explore Grays Bay. We are currently in Wayzata Bay, following the shoreline of Carpenter's Point, south towards the channel going into Grays Bay. The Causeway and First Bridge was built in 1878. In 1896, it was replaced by a drawbridge. That bridge must not have been too successful because around 1910 it was modified into this. More modifications were made throughout the 20th century until it was replaced in the year 2000 by the current bridge we see here now. As we pass under the new bridge in County Road 101, we enter Grays Bay. On the right, you'll notice the Grays Bay Public Landing. This boat ramp is operated jointly by the Minnesota DNR and the City of Minnetonka. With the help of the Trust for Public Land, the DNR was able to purchase the property from Paul Peterson in the fall of 2001. Paul was the last person to own the Grays Bay Resort and Marina, which occupied the site for much of the 20th century. He had purchased it in 1978 and was ready for retirement. He could have sold the land to developers for a lot more money, but said that he chose the less selfish option that would allow the public rather than an exclusive few to enjoy the lake. In addition to a boat ramp, the City of Minnetonka manages a fueling station and rents 32 seasonal boat slips to its residents. Grays Bay is named after Amos Gray, one of the early settlers in the area. Due to heavy traffic, the entire bay is quiet waters, minimum wake, on all weekends and holidays. We now cross to the northeast corner of the bay to find the Grays Bay Dam and headwaters of Minnehaha Creek. Though the Dakota lived on the shores of Lake Minnetonka for a millennia, Europeans did not know of the lake's existence until 1822, when Joseph Brown, along with the commandant's son William Snelling, paddled up the Minnehaha Creek from Fort Snelling. Because of this, on early maps you might notice that the creek was called Brown's Creek. The dam was first built in 1895 to help maintain a navigable lake level. Before that, the lake was held back by a mill and dam operated by Charles Burwell in Minnetonka Mills. The mill was located here, about where Plymouth Road crosses the creek, and it is said that steamboats from the lake could navigate all the way up to Burwell's home. Minnehaha is a Dakota word meaning waterfall, or literally laughing water. 25 miles downstream from this site is Minnehaha Falls. And another mile below that is the estuary where Minnehaha Creek flows into the Mississippi River. The body of water seen here just below the dam is called Creek Cove, or sometimes referred to as Lake Minnetonka Bay. The original dam was replaced in 1979 by this modern one, where gates can be opened and closed to better control the level of the lake, as well as Minnehaha Creek. As you can see here, The lake level this year is pretty normal, or even a little low. This was not the case in 2014 when high water overran the dam and the Lake Minnehaha Conservation District had to impose a minimum wake rule for the entire lake, which lasted most of the summer. Now we point the BT2 south and continue on our journey. Grays Bay may have the headwaters of Minnehaha Creek, but it is not the most easterly bay on the lake. That honor goes to Libb's Lake. The channel to Libb's Lake is in the southeast corner of Grays Bay and is marked by red and green channel buoys. The channel is quite narrow. If another boat were coming the other way, we'd have to wait our turn. Fortunately, Libb's Lake isn't very large, only about 22 acres, so there usually isn't much traffic. As you can see, Libb's Lake isn't very wide, but it does go on for a spell. It's mostly in a residential neighborhood, but there is Libb's Lake Beach Park coming up on the right. It's a very quaint neighborhood park that offers picnic tables, barbecue grills, and a very fine swimming beach. In the 1890s, another founding father, Henry Ogden, sent away to Pennsylvania for his sister Elizabeth to come out and help with the housework. Henry and his wife were raising 9 children. Libby Ogden took a liking to this little lake, and it soon became known as Libb's Lake. As we move farther east, the lake begins to narrow. These docks at the end are the farthest east you can travel on Lake Minnehaha. Hey, you made it to the end. Click on like and subscribe for more great videos about Lake Minnehaha.